I'm James Sibley here to present with you about Virga. So what is Virga? Essentially what it is evaporating rain. So what happens is you have a storm cell usually, and on the edges of the storm cell, or even by itself, Virga can, it's pretty much just precipitation that falls, usually into like a drier climate zone below, and once it reaches that arid section of air, the precipitation raises the level of the humidity, but in doing so it evaporates, so the rain never reaches the ground. And so this usually occurs, you can see it around here pretty often, but you see it a lot out on the west coast, usually because of the arid climate mixed with the orographic lifting of clouds over the Rockies, which is pretty cool. And so here's a picture of some Virga. As you can see, these are just small cells of rising air over a pretty arid field. And what can happen a lot is the nuclei within the rain droplets of the evaporating rain, when they fall and evaporate, those nuclei stay in the air and get blown about, causing new pockets of precipitation as they reach like supersaturated areas. So when you get like one pocket of Virga, usually another pops up somewhere else, and this can actually feed into seeding storms. So sometimes when you have, if you see Virga popping up, you know that a storm is going to come along soon. And another cool thing that comes with Virga are these things called microbursts. You may have heard of them, and a lot of them are associated with like what happens with like a small tornado. But usually what it is the effects of Virga. And so what happens is when the rain or precipitation evaporates, through evaporative cooling, the air that's under it cools down a lot. And when it cools, all that air falls down. As you can see on the next page, the air falls down very quickly, and you get these big wind gusts that shoot out because it pushes all the air out of the way. And down here you can see that. So that's one of the dangers of pretty intense formations of Virga. Some cool things I also read about was extraterrestrial Virga. So on Venus you get sulfuric acid rain, which often comes in the form of Virga because the surface is too hot for the sulfuric rain to reach the ground. And on Mars you get snow, which is pretty much the same kind of Virga we get here, except it's too cold for actual liquid water to form, so you just get snow that goes about halfway down. So yeah, that's Virga.